Okay, so you've carried out a search, but you don't have time to be able to look through all of the results. Or maybe you've had a quick check through, but you want to be able to come back to the resources that you've looked at again. So in this video, we're going to look at how you can save your searches and how you can save individual records to your account on OneSearch. To start off with, the key thing here is to make sure that you're logged in. You'll know you're logged in because your name will appear in the top right-hand corner, and you can check back on our other video on how to sign in if you're not sure on how to do that. So carry out your search. So you've got a set of results that you're happy with. And there's a couple of things we can then do with our results to save them. First one is we've got the Save Query button at the top here. If I click that, that will save that search and all of the limiters that we've applied to it into our saved searches. I'll dismiss that notification for now, and I'll come back and explain what that is in a moment. You can also save individual records from your search results. So you've got a pin icon next to all of our results here in our list. If I click that, that will add that to my saved record. So we'll save a couple of these. Also, if I go into one of these, I can show you that once you've gone into the detailed record, you've also got the pin icon in the top right-hand corner there to add from there. And once you've added something, it will always then be highlighted in yellow in any other searches that you do, so you know what you've already added to your saved records. So to access then our saved records and our saved search, if I click on my name in the top right-hand corner and go to My Favorites, we've now got a couple of tabs along the top here. The first one is Saved Records. So these are the individual articles. So those 4 articles that I've just saved, there they are now added at the top of my list of saved records. And what I can do from here is I can then organize these by adding labels. So if I click Add Labels, and I can type in something that makes sense to me. So if I put in Winchester and education, because that was what my search was related to, that then adds that as a label to that particular article. I can then click Add Labels, and that label will now be added to my list of all of the different labels that I've added. And so if I click Winchester and education, I can add that as a label to that. You can also add multiple other labels, so it's entirely up to you. So if, say, for example, you're working on your dissertation, and that was an article that's going to be useful for chapter 1, you can add that as a label there as well. So it's entirely up to you how you want to organize and label these. You'll then find down the right-hand side of your page is a list of all the labels that you've created. So if I want you to see the articles that I've tagged as Winchester and education, if I click on that label there, it will then refine my results to just show the 2 articles that I've tagged as Winchester and education. So use that to save individual records and to organize them. I then got my Saved Searches tab. And so at the top there is the search that I've just carried out, and that's a hyperlink. And so if I click on that, that will perform that search again and take me back to that set of results. But obviously, we're always adding to our collections. There's new resources and articles being published weekly and added to our various print and online collections. And so you might want to keep up to date with the latest resources that are being added in relation to that search area. So if I click the bell icon over on the right-hand side next to this, so it becomes a ringing bell, you'll see at the top here that notifications will now be sent to my university email address. So what will happen now is once a week, behind the scenes, OneSearch will carry out your search again, and anything that comes back that's been added to our collections within the last 7 days, it will send you an automated email with a list of those new resources in relation to that search that match those search parameters. And from that email, you can then click on those articles to access and view them on OneSearch, and then you can always save them to your saved records from there. So do make use of that. If you're carrying out a longer form piece of research, you need to keep up to date with the latest materials being released. That's a really, really useful tool. The final tab that we've got here is your search history. However, please be aware that this will only save your search history for the period that you have your browser open. Once you close your browser or you sign out, it will reset your search history, and when you log back in again, you'll start again. So if you want to save any searches, make sure that you save them using that Save Query button.